Okay, 6 things to check before moving into the villages. Number 1, bank accounts. Okay, do I need to get a new bank? Will my bank operate in Florida? If I'm going to keep my existing bank, do I need to tell my bank that I'm moving to Florida at some point in time so that they activate you on your accounts that you're going to be spending money there? We've all been to the Caribbean at some point or some foreign country where our bank tells us, please let us know so that we know when you're there. We don't deny your charges, your ATM fees, anything of that, okay? So will I have to open another account? Is my bank in Florida currently? This is a question you should talk to your bank. Typically with credit unions, they have multiple agreements among each other. So for instance, I have Empower Credit Union in New York State. They have affiliates with each other down in Florida. Empower doesn't have a branch, but they have a ton of ATMs. So that's just one way for you to figure out what you may need to do opening up another bank account with a new bank in Florida. Health insurance, big one. You got to know, just because you have insurance in your state currently does not mean that Florida will have that same insurance. Okay? Make sure you call your insurance company. If not, let us know. I do have a couple names for you you can reach out to me on, and I'll send them to you. And you can reach out to them. They're in the state of Florida, and they're pretty good. Doctors, that's another one. Primary care physician, right? You need primary care help. You got to have somebody, your primary doctor. It's very hard around some places in the country to get that primary care, even if they're taking new patients. A lot of these doctors and their offices aren't taking new patients. They're full. So make sure that you can get a primary care physician that you can go to and that your insurance is okay with. Car insurance. All insurance right now is a big one in Florida. But car insurance is also a big one besides the homeowners. Make sure if you're with State Farm, Progressive, Geico, wherever company you're with or whoever, make sure they operate in the state of Florida. If not, you're probably going to have to switch over your car insurance, right? What's my rate going to be? Okay, so if you're paying, $1,200 a year now, what's my car insurance going to be in Florida under my same company or a new company? That's easy to do. You can do that now just by calling with your existing car and get that quote, within 24 hours typically. Homeowners insurance is another big one. This is the one that's really beating the heavens out of everybody in Florida on the coastal shores. And that is mainly due because of the massive storms that have been happening throughout the state of Florida along the coastal lines, and also because a lot of fraud. There's been a lot of fraud in Florida on homeowners insurance. People, getting new roofs when they shouldn't have gotten a new roof. Contractors taking advantage of the loopholes that have been going on with that. And it's drastically raised the insurance rates of many people along the water of Florida. Make sure your company operates there. If not, you need to probably talk to some insurance companies that operate in that vicinity. Okay, that is very important. Do these things before you consider leaving. Next one, do you lease a car currently in your existing state? You're not supposed to leave your state with your leased car to move to another one without letting them know. There might be a process for them that you have to go through in order for you to take that car with you. Just remember, you do not own a lease. They own the lease, okay? The leasing company, they just let you drive it. So just remember that you have to go through that process. Make sure you call them ahead of time if you're leasing a car outside of the state of Florida. I would also talk to my accountant in my current state. If you plan on using them in your existing state from here on out anyways. Like for instance, I'm in New York and Florida. So for me, I do have a New York accountant. They can still do everything for me up here. I've been using them for years. I don't plan on changing, and he's well aware of the Florida tax advantages and disadvantages for our company and for us personally. Okay, so make sure you talk to your accountant before you leave, and if not, make sure you set one up before you get there, or at least set an accountant up when you get there. You just don't want to be blindsided by taxes that you're not aware of. And also you want to know if you're going to be saving taxes, right? That's the prime advantage of moving to Florida for many, are the savings in taxes when you move there. Okay? So these are 6 things that really, I think, the big ones. The car lease is not really a big deal. A lot of people don't. But the other 5 are really a big thing that you should be taking care of before you leave your existing state and consider moving to the villages or anywhere else in Florida. So post down below if you have any experience with any of this stuff. And if you've run into any issues with this, post down below. Let everybody know, because when you post, everybody learns. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you soon.